Yeah. I have so many thoughts at the moment. I sometimes was planning to do a series of videos where I try to talk those thoughts out of my head. I've been planning it for 5 to 10 years. So half or the whole extent of my career as a video maker, a recorder, a producer, whatever people call it. It doesn't matter to me much. Anyways, the first idea that I would talk in this video in specific is the gimmick, quote unquote, for even I don't know the exact thing of a gimmick in the RLSV or RLSH communities, RLS communities in general. See, I cannot fucking pronounce shit. I don't seem to know the exact context of a gimmick in that specific area. Because I know comics, a gimmick is usually a theme and a set of abilities to go with a theme. That's usually the gimmick. Theme is just the visual look. So the gimmick / idea of Kauhis, the horror guy, is an odd personal take. A sort of a self-insert of a character. If that makes any fucking sense to anyone. Usually what a self-inserted character is a character that is an odd, not even an odd, but it's a strange version of the actual person doing the character. So in an odd, to me it's in a odd symbolic way. So I'm basically being myself in my own videos, but very indirectly yet directly, because the whole symbolism being mixed into it. So red and the black. The red to represent fire, passion, usually passion, rage, and combinations between all the three. The black is absorbing color, usually the opposite of white, which usually just radiates. Black stores in clothing. If you have black clothing, you know you get warmer in black clothing. Black is also an unholy color in some cultures, most cultures, that actually have black as a color. And it's the only prime color that isn't in a rainbow, by the way. In a real rainbow, that is. Then comes, and also black is a color of the occult. Anyways, all of those concepts behind the colors themselves, which make up both my main channel and this channel. I have two channels actually, yeah. Kauhis, the horror guy, and just the horror guy. So, yeah, so the concepts behind the colors actually represent me in a personal level, again, or spiritual, mental level, because most of those are a mental state of sorts. So I have a burning passion of everything that I do myself, usually. And I have the same burning wrath at an equal level when I actually get angry. And the black, which is the occult, dark, absorbing color, is, well, the other things. Like, I usually take every single hit that comes in my way. I don't dodge anything. Or if I do, I don't myself realize it. Or I do it unintentionally. Because, again, yeah, occult, because I do occult practices as a hobby. At least some of them, if not all types, at the same time, because they're not that different, really. Then, both of my channels are reverse colored from each other. So the horror guy channel is red with black text, while the main channel, Kauhis, the horror guy, is black with red text. Just to represent, because the channels themselves are opposites of each other, yet almost like two halves of the same coin. And very polar opposite sides. As in, the horror guy is mostly me talking, like this video. And Kauhis, the horror guy, is usually everything else, like gaming, looking at stuff. Not much of vlogs. There's like 2 vlogs, 3 vlogs there. I don't know. It's a thing. Anyways. So yeah. Just to keep everything organized. Because I have too much shows. Really. And only with 2 specific categories of one being media and one being not anything not media related. And Kauhis as a name, as a word, I could imagine some might be commenting of, what the fuck is a Kauhis? What the fuck is a Kauhis? What is? So to clarify, there really isn't a one explanation of what the actual name says, since the well, I only have like 3 different explanations. You might come up with more, I don't know. First explanation, it's a wordplay, which I usually like to do. Again, my personal take on a name. Coming from a mixed word of kauhu, which is the Finnish word for fear, terror, horror, as one word. As in, the context of fear, terror, horror are referred to as the same thing here. And his, which is the latter part of the word, is because, as you can see, I'm a male, or a guy. So the subtitle of the horror guy kind of is a translation, an oddly clear translation, yet no one actually wants to know about it. Or actually, no one wants to ask about it. But here I am explaining it to you. The second explanation that I have is a folklore creature. Again, going with my mentality of not identifying myself as a human, as sad and strange as it sounds. And guys, as a folklore creature, I could call it a goosebump, or, you know, a being that actually raises up the hair skin. I don't know, seems logical for a mythological creature to be able to do that. And yeah, or horror guys, as in if it was a species of sorts. Like the tiny green men to drunk people. And the third is, it's just a name, don't worry about it. Which is more or less my actual feelings about anything that comes in my way. As in, why should I care? Why should anyone else care? Basically being almost ignorant to the point of how is this guy alive at times. Usually my main problem and my main blessing at the same time, given how often I use it in every single situation that I have been in. And if anyone actually goes to my Instagram, I usually do, I have a picture there where I have drawn myself as a kind of one of those, or like divine, I don't know what is the actual term for it, as, you know, a divine guy, basically, or a god, or whatever it is. I drew my own image in that kind of a context. So I have 2 animals that I either symbolize to the animals, or the animals symbolize me in a way. It's a serpent and a spider. A weird looking spider, but yeah. So spider in that way of me being patient. Spider in that way of resourcefulness, I guess, and the odd way of spiders just coming seemingly out of nowhere and never like interfering with anything. They are just there. And then there's the serpent, which in a way it's the icon of sin. Not the Doom reference, but yeah. It's a snake being limbless yet able to move, and being a silent traveler yet venomous as a bite if it bites. Serpents. Yes. And yeah. And if I was of any relation to be a Aralas anything, my whole gimmick is simply lack. And not even in the way of Batman looking like, or Batman like lack, like lacking powers. No, the whole power is lack. So I'm basically being my. If I had any powers, it would be just an odd, like, reverse everything. As in, the something that likes being on the light, I'm just being everything except the light. Someone being happy, I'm usually the fucking dark one. Someone shooting guns, I'm using knives. Someone using knives, I use guns. Someone wants any weapons, I'm usually the unarmed one. Someone is the stupid, I am the clever. Someone is the clever, I am the stupid. And everything I do is intentionally made. That's the whole, like, base of the whole gimmick thing, is not like acting in any way. Everything I say is either a mistake or a success. I just don't. It's I don't care. I don't want to care. I cannot force myself to care. Nor should anyone force me to care about it. So yeah. And it's a thing. It's a thing. It really is a fucking thing. The whole giving or not giving a thing as a gimmick is usually kind of an odd shield and a sword at the same time, because I can be as soulless when threatened and as soulless when I threat someone. So, and my lack of actually caring kind of just, I don't know, messes up both in the good and the bad side, because I just am ignorant about both. As I consider myself as being none, yet all at the same time, because again, I don't care if I do good, I don't care if I do anything bad. I just do things if I like to do things, and if I have any possibilities of doing things. And I do handcrafting, inventing stuff, being a creative person, in character as in person. And yeah, it really is. And yeah, it's kind of a odd thing, really. I don't have any gear, nor do I really care about having a mask. So, I don't know. Doesn't concern me much. Again, I don't care if I go to a jail. I don't care if anyone actually wants to kill me. As weird as it sounds, coming from a guy like me, or anyone for that matter. That's the whole beauty of, well, me being threatened, because my lack of caring kinda just takes the joy out of the actual threatening scenario. Because I don't feel scared, and if I am scared, I'm not really caring about dying. If I would be scared, I wouldn't be scared of my own death. Again, it's like, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, oh, this is therapeutic, actually. Anyways, it's, I guess I'll make more of these videos when I have thoughts like these, so I can actually speak. Speak to you guys, or speak to anyone, really. Because if I do stuff publicly on the internet, everyone will know it eventually. I don't know. You have your own opinions, and if you like, it's up to you if you want to comment on my stuff. I don't know. I am a egoist when it comes to expressing own opinions, in a way. So I'll speak more later on. Have a nice rest of the day.